looking at our lesson today. The lesson title is Restoring Dominion. What is dominion? Does it mean to dominate? Dominion, dominate. Would Adam have been on earth prior to sin predominant? Dominion, predominant. Was Adam to be the dominant figure on earth? If Adam were to be predominant or to dominate prior to sin with his dominion, what would that have looked like? What actions might he have taken? How would he have behaved with his dominion as the dominant force on planet Earth? What method would he have utilized in his dominion? When you hear dominion in the world today, dominion, domination, dominate, do you hear things that bring you peace and safety and autonomy and freedom? Or do you feel somehow a sense of fear, intimidation, restriction? In one of the science fiction programs on TV, Star Trek, there was an evil empire called the Dominion. And the Dominion were all about controlling and coercing and destroying and taking liberties and freedoms from the Dominion. Is that what you think of when you hear Dominion?
Yes.
Well, so then think in the world of in Eden, he was given dominion. The question is, what would it have looked like? Yes.
I see dominion more as domain, like it's your house. It's somewhere where you live, and you're part of it, and that's where you live.
So domain is a place. Okay, so we can have the fish in the ocean have a domain. Do they have dominion?
Wasn't he a caretaker?
No. So think through. This is the point. The rabbits in the field have a domain? Do they have dominion?
No.
Okay, so there is a domain aspect to it, and there's a limitation to where the domain. And we're going to ask that question in a moment. But dominion implies something more than just the space and place where we live, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. There is a space and place limitation, I think, to dominion. We need to be clear on that and define that. But it's something more involved here. So the question is, how, before sin, would Adam's dominion have functioned? What would it have looked like?
Like God.
Like God's, okay. And that then, what's the question? Which God?
God of love.
God of heaven.
Do you think that she says the God of heaven, the maker? So if we go to most Christian churches today, walk in 100 Christian churches today and ask, describe the God of heaven and how he functions and how he uses power, what would we get? What answer would we get?
Well, he hasn't changed. God hasn't changed. We're the ones that have changed.
Right.
Talking about the God of creation.
Yes.
It would be the same God as he was back then?
Yes, but how do people view him today? This is the question. I agree with everything you said. That's absolutely true. But how do people view him? Do they view him? And this is not a trick question. It's just to draw a contrast in what's commonly taught about God. And when John 13, Jesus says, all authority or all power, depending on which version you're reading, has been given to me. John 13. All authority, all power on heaven and earth has been given to me. And what's he do next? You remember the very next thing he does? He takes an action. He does something.
Washes her feet.
He gets up and washes dirty feet. What? Is this dominion? Is this using power? Look at how Jesus' life functioned. Did he use power in his life? Did he exercise authority and dominion? And what was his authority and dominion doing?
Healing.
Healing. So he exercised authority over what? Deviations to God's design. See, disease are deviations from health. That's what they are. He exercised dominion over disease to restore health, to restore harmony. He cast out demons. He exercised dominion over destruction. Yes?
Some of the part of the power is understanding what you're working with. And through this power of understanding, he was able to work with man where they were because he understood where they were.
Okay, so that was, yes.
That's part of goes to your foot washing thing because he understood, and through that power of knowledge, he could deal with them on the level that they needed to be dealt with.
But the methodology, all that's true, but how did he use power? To exert control or to bring healing and restoration?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're exactly right. He had that understanding. All right, so then let's look at the domains, what Michael was mentioning, the domains of dominion. Did Adam have dominion over nature,
Yes.
earth?
Yes.
Did he have dominion over angels?
No.
So there's a limit there, isn't there? Did he have dominion over Eve?
No.
Oh, now you're starting.
Obviously not.
Obviously not. There you go. Yes, the evidence is historic at this point, right? Okay.